Hey everyone, thank you so much for visiting. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Now today I'm just going to be showing you a quick and easy slider recipe. Yes. So I'm showing you the meats that I'll be using, and you can use any type of meat you would like, as well as cheese. All the meat and cheese and bread, well, the rolls for this I got from Aldi. If you're familiar with Aldi, they have very cheap produce and other items. So this is how the Hawaiian bread look, and this is only $1 and something a pack compared to the other Hawaiian rolls out there. And I also make a spread to spread over the top and inside of the bread. I use oregano, parsley, basil, and butter or margarine. Here, you see how I have the rolls, and then how it's cut in half. And I actually keep my rolls on the paper. That helps me to be able to hold it better, so I can cut it in half while it's still on the paper, and then I remove it. I will add my mixture to the inside of the bread. Now this is optional for the top rolls, but I do put it on the bottom rolls because that's where my meat go. Now this time I was just being extra. You do not have to put it on the top row. That's where the cheese will go. And also you'll see at the end when I am putting butter on the top how that is going to go through that top anyway in some of those holes. So you honestly, I don't recommend spreading on all the inside of the bread. Just the bottom half is fine. Here I've already added my choice of meat for this one, which is ham. And then I've added my cheese. And I put 2 different cheeses on there. Now I'm showing you how I spread that. Spread over the top. This gives it a nice golden, buttery taste, which goes well with that sweet roll. And you see how I am putting some of the butter in those holes. You do not have to do that. It's going to run in there anyway. And when I mixed this one, I actually used half a stick of butter to start out with. And if you need more, just depending on what you need. Someone's family of a smaller family may only need 1 pack or 2 packs of Hawaiian rolls, and you may not need as much butter as I had to end up using. My family is a little bigger. But you see how I'm adding that butter that's in those holes that separates. You do not have to fill those with butter. That is too much butter. So that's my first section. And then go ahead and preheat your oven at 375. And now this is after I've already got all of them ready. I made 4 12 packs. So we know that's 48 sandwiches in total. And I put it in the oven. Now, if you're using the bottom rack, you're going to have to check to make sure that bottom is not burning. So you might have to check halfway between and wind up taking out about 3/4 through cooking. So I keep them in the oven for about 20 minutes. And you know ovens do vary. So just make sure that you just keep it in long enough for your cheese to melt and the bread to get warm throughout. And I do apologize, everyone. I am working with 1 hand. So, yes. This was a bit difficult. Now I did line the bottom of my pan with foil, which is good for easy cleanup. Look how that looked. Beautiful. You can see that shine from the butter spread that's on there. And you can see on this side, these actually got a little harder. They were my babies under the bottom. And I'm using an actual pizza cutter to cut these apart. You could use a large knife, but I found since I was using one hand, it was easier for me to use the pizza cutter. And again, I hope that this video is good enough and you can see exactly what I'm doing, because I'm having to move so much to do everything. And yes, and you just take it apart, and these are good for like sleepovers, Super Bowl games, a Sunday evening, or any type of meal, quick meal. So this is quick and easy, and yeah, it will be a hit at the office, and especially when your husband have the boys over. So y'all have a beautiful and blessed day, and thank y'all so much. Enjoy.